All right, welcome to another episode of the For the Crew podcast. I am Matt. We've got Jay. Jay, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Today's my 12-year anniversary with my wife, so I've been all over the place today. How are you
Congratulations.
doing? Thank
Congrats.
I'm
you.
good.
Thank you.
Today we've got a special guest with us today. He is one of the most prolific strikers in MLS history. He is a two-time Golden Boot winner, has over 100 goals in MLS, has three supporter shields, two-time best 11, second fastest player in the history of the league to get to 100 goals, all-time leading goal scorer for New York Red Bulls, and most importantly, he has played for the Columbus Crew. Today we've got Bradley Wright-Phillips. How you doing?
What's up, Matt? What's up, Jay? You said prolific, man. I wasn't prolific for Columbus, man. And it still hurts me. I was too old. I think I was too
No,
old,
you're
man.
good. It was still great to have you on the team.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, let's just get right into it. So, how old were you when you came over to MLS?
2013. I was 28.
28.
Yeah, 28.
So I don't know how it was over in England, but MLS it has this reputation as like a retirement league to people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what made you think I want to go there? I want to be in MLS.
It's a crazy one. I just want to talk about the retirement league thing first. It's like,
Yeah.
people are so lazy with their trash talk. Like, how
Yep.
long are you going to be calling it a retirement league? Like, come up with something new. You
Yep.
get young DPs
Mhm.
now. The roster rules have changed for the better. It's just like, bro, come on, man. You know what? So me and Thierry Henry, we got the same agent, Darren Dean. It's my
Yep.
guy, man. It's, like family to me. And Thierry was here at the time. I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave England or I was going to move clubs. I was at Charlton at the time. I had been on loan at Brentford. And I was just kind of done with England. I'll be honest with you guys. I was going through like a stage where football wasn't number one. You know, there's a lot of distractions for me in England. So I just said, I need to get
Yeah.
away. He said, listen, New York Red Bull want to see you come. Just come and train. See how you like it. Then we go from there. I'm thinking, bro, I support Arsenal. Thierry Henry's there. I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm not going to train with this guy.
Yeah.
It's impossible I don't go and train with him. So I went over, trained. Facilities were amazing. I'm here now. I've been here ever since. So it was a big decision at the time that I didn't realize how big it was, but it worked out for the best.
What was the culture shift like coming all the way over, into the United States compared to England?
I think it wasn't too crazy. Like, culture outside of football it was fine for me. It's an English speaking country, obviously. Do you know what I mean? Very diverse. I'm in New Jersey, similar to like New Jersey / New York, similar to London, and outskirts of London. So for me, it weren't too much on that side. I think the football side of things was a bit different. The travel, playing in the heat, those kind of things were different.
Yeah, I mean I guess that's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize when they come over here is across the country there's a ton of different how do you say it? The weather's different everywhere you go. The biomes are
Right.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
The travel in this country is completely different. And
There's so many
yeah.
cities. There's so many cities and states I've been to in America, and I'm like, you can't convince me this is America.
Yeah.
Like, we've just traveled how far, bro? Now I'm seeing palm trees and different animals. But where I live in New
Yep.
Jersey, it's something else. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Even, okay, one of my first trips, and this is to Canada, I think, I still knew nothing about, America. I knew Orlando because I've been to Disney World, New York because it was the first place I'd ever been to in my life, the first time I got on a plane. So I didn't know too much. And I remember that we were playing like Vancouver away. And in my mind, I'm not asking any questions. I'm just like, okay, like a couple hours on the plane. Bro, I think I slept 3 different times and I still wasn't in Vancouver. What? An away game. I'm like, what? And then when we get there, you expect us to win this. The game's tomorrow, bro. The game's tomorrow, bro. You want me to run channels? It was wild.
I always tell a lot of my European friends, especially some of my friends that live in Barcelona, that America's best looked at as like every state's its own little country, pretty much.
I'm telling you.
In terms of size.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. When it came to like your actual playing career, you said you jumped around a little bit in England before you came to MLS. Did you feel the pressure of like living up to your dad's legacy? Did you?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah. Not just my dad, my brother too. But at the time, I didn't know that. I didn't realize it. But I was one
Okay.
of those players, and it never left me until the day I retired. Even when I was with you guys, that I would put so much pressure on myself to. There was a standard in my mind that I might not even have been good enough to get to, but it was just a level I had to. I had to have a goal in a game. I had to play
Oh,
well. I
wow.
didn't want to lose the ball. I wanted to walk off that pitch when everyone's thinking I'm the best player, and I just live with that. You know, I never really played to enjoy the game. I played to not let myself down almost, you know what I mean? And it's only when I got older, I realized like, you know, why am I playing with so much stress? When I was young, football was about just being free. You didn't have to think about anything for that 90 minutes while you're playing the game. But then to me, it
Yeah.
just turned into just not letting yourself down. It turned into a job. There'll be times on the pitch where I'd score a goal and I would straight away, I'll go to next week's fixture. While I'm in this game, I'm thinking about next weekend. I have to score again. You know, it's almost like a relief. It's a relief I got this goal, but now what about next week? You know, and that's how my mind used to work.
Did that negatively affect your play, or was that just how it was?
It didn't. It didn't.
No.
Luckily, it helped me keep a standard, you know, where good wasn't good enough. So
Yeah.
it worked out in that way for me. But when I retired, it gave me that. But yeah, when I look back at my football career, did I have fun? Yes. But I could have had way more fun. I could have been a lot more loose. I could have shown people Bradley a little bit more of my personality. It's like people
Yeah.
meet me now and they don't know that, you know, I like to have a laugh or a joke. You know? And even sometimes I look at my face on the pitch and I'm like, I don't even recognize that guy. It's like I'm so locked in that I'm not even,
Interesting.
you don't even see my personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you watch Ronaldinho, you already know that he likes to have a laugh
He's
and a joke.
enjoying everything.
He's
Yeah.
enjoying everything.
Yep.
And yeah, I think a lot of players nowadays, we don't do that enough.
Yeah.
Do you think the atmosphere surrounding football as a whole is just become a little bit more tight, a little less, you know, about the fun? You know, it's more structured, strict, so to speak. It's more formulaic.
Yeah. Football now, and I'm not saying this because I'm MLS biased, but for me, around Europe, around the world, well, I can only say like Europe, maybe like the Premier League, for me,
Yeah.
it's boring. It's boring. I think there's too much pressure on the coaches to not get fired. So they're just doing anything to almost not lose. You can see like a
Yeah.
big game and there'll be one team just sitting back and one team just probing. I'm just like be free. Like wingers in my day, they were just, or even before me watching football, they're going by players, they're trying tricks, they're getting crosses in the box. Now it's like, hey, don't cross because the percent of somebody, our player getting onto the end of that ball is not high enough. So go back, rotate, recycle. I'm just like, that's not football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
And I
I agree.
think it's a lot more tense because there's more money in the game.
Yep.
You know, jobs are on the line, and people don't just want to throw that away. But it's a shame, and that's why I like Major League Soccer. I know people talk trash about Major League Soccer, but it reminds me of my childhood. It's like games are end to end. You're seeing bangers from 30 yards. You know what I mean? You're seeing like number 10 still that are free and that will try nutmegs, and there's still a freedom here. And I like that about Major League Soccer because it reminds me of early days of the Premier League.
That's good. I like that.
That might be the best compliment I think I've ever heard from Major League Soccer. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's solid.
I see so much things on social media where people like make fun of like MLS, and I'm like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even make sense. It's like the same old narratives and like, but just watch a game. Like I can tell you now, like on most of the fixtures on the weekend, I don't know the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in that game.
Yep.
That's half of what
Yeah.
draws me in.
No, I feel it.
You know what I mean? I think people we got to see that as value. We got to stop comparing MLS to Bundesliga, Premier League. It's our own thing. We're like a young, fresh league where new things can happen every year. You know, it's amazing.
So talking about MLS, when you came over here, you came over here and scored what 117 goals in the league?
Yeah. Regular season. Yeah.
Yeah. What clicked for you here? Like what made it to where you're like, I am going to score a goal every game kind of thing?
I locked in.
Yeah.
I locked in. I always say when I've had interviews, New York Red Bull felt like my last chance to really, you know, show people who I am as a player. I've always done it throughout my career in dribs and drabs. So, you know what I mean? One season I'll be locked in and then I'll think, oh, that was enough. They know I'm good. And I would like lock out. I'd start partying. You know, I'm believing the hype. So I never really fully locked in. But when I got here, it just felt like my last chance. I was also in a locker room with Thierry Henry, Tim Cahill, Peggy Luyandula. These guys have high standards. So one day isn't good enough. One good session isn't good enough. One season isn't good enough. So you automatically go to the level of how they think, these world-class players. And I think that helped me a lot.
Wow. I like the mindset. I mean, I couldn't imagine that kind of pressure. I've never played the sport professionally. So, I mean, do you have any specific match from when you play with New York that really stands out to you from like a performance level or I guess like a mindset level? Is there like one specific match you remember in your time over here that's really just like above them all?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a game and a bit. It's like one substitute appearance going into a start. So I remember when I first got here, it took me a while to get my visa sorted. And then I'd play a couple of second team matches, reserve team games. It weren't no MLS Next Pro then. It was just like you're playing for the second team. And then, but I was always on the bench. And then I remember one time we played away. Funny, I mentioned Vancouver. I think we played away to Vancouver in 2014. I wasn't starting yet. I can't remember how early or it was into the season. It might have been the fourth game. We played Vancouver and I came off the bench. We were getting battered. We lost in the end. I want to say 4-1, but I came off the bench. I scored. And then the next game after that, I was starting. And in this game, I knew once, I wasn't sure whenever I was going to start or what under Mike Petke. But I knew when I do get a start, I need to play well. And we're playing Houston at home. And I got a hat trick. And it's funny because that day, I was late to the game. I'm never late. I don't like being late. Late, something like that really annoys me. But it's funny, I was late. And as soon as I was late, I remember being on the way to the game thinking, I'm late. Brad, you have to score at least. You have to lock in. If I'm still going to start, I have to be outstanding today. And I remember getting a hat trick. And I think if it's not for that day, I don't know if I have the same career, man, because I wasn't getting a start. I wasn't the starting striker. I had to literally take an opportunity. And that's what football's about, man. There's so many players that could have probably done better than me here, didn't get the right chance or didn't take the opportunity on the day, and the career ends up fizzling out. That day I took my opportunity. I got a hat trick and I just didn't look back. I had basically 4 goals in 2 games, in like a game and a bit. And I was like, who's this dude? Yeah. So I think those games in 2014 were very important to my MLS career.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So 2014, I mean, do you think MLS culture has gotten well, I don't want to say improved because that sounds I guess insulting to MLS culture, but comparing then to now, is it different, would you say?
The lights just turned out, man. They didn't like that question, Jay. Yo, we're back. Say that. Sorry, start again.
So the question was comparing MLS culture in 2014 to now. Would you say it's gotten bigger? It's become way more popular. Way more people are way more invested into it compared to 2014.
I would have to say, one, there's more teams. I think it's given I think the time from 2014 to now has given that generation, the probably your age and people to grow up with a team. Do you know what I mean? They've grown up with a team. Now maybe whoever you have children, they support that team. It's like everybody on my son's team now, they're all Red Bull fan or a New York City fan. There's time for the next generation to grow. So I think there's a lot more everyday people that are interested in Major League Soccer. Also, there's a bunch of new stadiums, a bunch of new teams. Yeah, I look at some old videos and Red Bull arena's packed.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I mean? When you look at it, it's not really packed at the moment. So I think the football, how do I say this? I think the fanfare has definitely grown. Before, it just used to be certain markets. It's definitely grown. The coaching is a lot better. I think the mid-roster players are a lot better. I don't think the top roster players like DPs are better. When I got here, there were some ballers in the league. Yeah. But I think a squad in the squad in general is a lot better.
That's fair.
It's hard to really measure those things. There's some things that were a lot better then, and there's things now that are way better.
Okay.
You spent most of your career in MLS with New York. You went to LAFC, then you came to Columbus. What? I'm going to skip LAFC. I don't care about LAFC. What made you decide to come to Columbus?
I gotta be honest, man. Caleb Porter. I got a funny story about Columbus. when I first
Okay.
got here, I don't know what hotel they had us in, but when I was playing for New York Rebel, we would travel to Columbus, and no
Yeah.
disrespect to Matt Frey, how do we say that? Everyone always corrects me. Matt Frey Stadium or Matt Frey?
Oh, Mafre.
Matt Frey. Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember going there. It's like old school. The hotel we was in, I didn't see anything I
Yeah.
liked about Columbus. And I remember saying to a teammate, if I ever got traded to Columbus, I'll just retire. That's how I
Man.
mean it. You know? I swear. I swear.
Oh
Never have I been
man.
more wrong in my life. One, an amazing like football city. You know, real true fans that go every week. There's only, there's not much to do in Columbus. Like there's not many sports teams, The football they played, I was taken back. Like that Columbus is one of the trendsetters for actually coaching a side to where they have a clear
An
footballing
identity.
identity.
Yep.
You go to that place, you better have your pressing structure right, because you'll be running all day without touching the ball. But then when I got there, I lived on the high street.
Yep.
I got there, I was lucky. Just moved to a new facility, new stadium. I can't even remember the question. I'm just like vibing about Columbus right now.
Oh
But I
no,
think
you're
what
good.
made me go was Caleb Porter.
Yeah.
He really like respected me as a player.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought I was just a goal scorer. And when I spoke to Caleb Porter, he explained to me that he liked my all-round game. And that's something I think I was very underrated for. I think people just saw me as a guy that scored tap-ins, but I feel like I had a good first touch. I understood it. Yeah, I understood linking up with teammates. And while I didn't score a lot of goals at Columbus, I really did improve as a football player. And my
That's good.
time there, I tell everybody, like, one of the best years of my life, man. Like, we had a great changing room. I also wanted to play with Darlington Nagby. That's like,
Everyone does, right?
Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, that boy, close friend of mine now. But that boy is a serious, serious football player. You can put Darlington, any team in the world in his prime, he's going to do all right, man. He'll be
Yep.
fine. Trust me. Good times, good times. But Caleb Porter was a big reason why I came on the phone. He was really good.
Yeah.
Wow. So I want to ask, are there any things you would like to see improve with like the overall MLS like sphere, like the structure around it? Because it's doing really well now. But if there was something about it you could change, what would it be?
I think just the roster rules, man. Just let teams be free.
Yeah.
I think there's positives to it. I think you see a lot of leagues that just go and spend crazy money. You think about like, there was a time where players from the Prem were going to China because they were throwing money. You don't hear about the Chinese league anymore. Russia throwing money. It's gone. You don't hear about it anymore. Now it's like the Saudi league.
Yep.
MLS has done a good job of keeping things under wraps so that it doesn't get out of control and it can still be sustained. Every team is still in a good spot. No one's in liquidation. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
But now we're getting to a stage where the league is ready to blow. I don't think, free DP sports and young DP sports are like, it's not enough. Even when you look at Leagues Cup, I don't think those teams are better all round in a game. I saw
Yeah.
Columbus Crew, you guys yesterday, dominate Club America. But there's just one or two game changers or the depth off the bench that will win you the game because they're allowed to spend a lot more money, So while I understand why, Major League Soccer is careful with what they do, in terms of just teams going and spending reckless amounts of money, and there is something's got to give to where, the roster, you can spend a little bit more money on the rosters, and because then you can compete and start talking to these other leagues.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of the Club America game,
I was just about to ask if you want to ask that one or not.
I do live watch alongs for whenever I'm not at the stadium or we're having an away game, and it was incredibly frustrating watching the game because we miss a penalty kick, we would miss a header from 2 yards out, like all these chances, put a cross in across the 6-yard box, and no one's there to touch it in.
Yeah. I know all the chances you're talking about. I can see them vividly.
Yeah, it's rough. But it's 4 straight losses for the Crew now in all competitions.
Yeah.
I think our only wins this month were against Atlas and Pachuca.
Yeah.
And what do you think is going on with this team right now? Like, what do you think is the disconnect? What are you seeing as a broadcaster
You
and a former player? Yeah.
yeah, you and a guy that has a lot of respect and love for Columbus Crew. You
Yep.
lost an amazing manager. Wilfred
Mhm.
Nancy like had that team purring. They were dominating for a while. There wasn't a team that could go to, you know what I mean, to Columbus and be confident they're coming out with 3 points. It was impossible. They were way too
Yeah.
good. But then you lose a lot of leaders. You lose a Darlington Nagbe, you lose Rossi, you lose Cucho. You know what I mean? These are big
Yeah.
influences in the locker room. Even, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're just big influence in the locker room. So now it's like a transition period. Now you're trying to build that again. Now you're trying to find those leaders. Now you're trying to find those players on the pitch that can go and win you a game. And for the last, how long would you say it's been? Year and a half? When did Nancy leave?
Nancy left at the beginning. He lost. He left this January.
Okay, so not
Yeah.
even that long. But even
Yeah,
under him,
Yeah.
months.
it started going down. It started going downhill. Now I'm seeing Columbus start to climb. They've
Yeah.
been a tough watch because whenever I turn on the TV or when I'm in studio and I look at Columbus, I expect them to play well, be dangerous, and they haven't been. The last few weeks
Yeah.
under Laurent Courtois, I promise you, if you're a Columbus fan out there listening, give that man some time because he's doing something. Something's changing. There's more intensity. You know, you look
Mhm.
more dangerous. Yes, you missed a bunch of chances, but eventually they're going to go in. I think a big part of what went wrong when you lose a Darlington Nagbe, he was the one player that you can give the ball to in any situation. He can turn out. He'll
Mhm.
keep the ball for you at least, or he's going to turn out and start an attack. And I think Columbus rely on sustained ball retention. So the longer they have the ball, then they can start to push guys forward. You can start to build attacks at will, not just one attack, 2, 3, or 4 attacks. You're going to eventually get something. There was a
Yeah.
time where there was no one in the midfield that could do that, hold the ball, extra pass. So now you'll get the ball, go to attack. Steven Moreira's bombing on, whoever's bombing on. You lose the ball, and now they're attacking against like 2 players.
Mhm.
But when you have sustained possession, that's not happening. And I think that's what has killed Columbus over the time. But I have to say, man, there's a lot of players that you brought in that I like. I think Eric Bailly, low-key, if he stays fit, is going to be huge for Columbus Crew. But the young boy in
Yeah.
midfield, Kuramanchi,
Yeah.
Yeah.
baller.
Mhm.
Baller. Keep playing him because he's the one that keeps it ticking. I watched him yesterday. I don't think he lost the ball.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they look like a team that's now building attack after attack after attack. You keep giving Joseph Martinez some of those chances. I promise you, I played against this guy. He's a friend of mine. He ain't missing them. I know he's a little bit older. He's had an injury. He's not missing too many of those chances. Columbus right now are onto something. I was impressed with what I saw going forward yesterday. Defensively, still a little bit shaky, but when you brought on Eric Bailly, you got to remember that man's played at Man United. He's got a lot of
Yep.
experience. There was a calmness there that I thought, okay, if he can play 90 minutes for the rest of the season, you have Braz Mendes, baller, Joseph Martinez, Sawatsky, the captain, organizing. I think it's starting to change.
Okay.
I agree with that actually, because I think one of the biggest discussions that we've been having amongst ourselves and our Discord server is that we look dangerous at times, we look aggressive, we just can't finish. But
Yeah.
there was a time I remember at the start of this season, we went to the seasonal opener where it didn't look like we had any form of structure. We didn't really know. We didn't look like we knew what we wanted to do. So yeah, it's good to know that we're not insane and everybody's in pretty much agreement that we look good, like we look dangerous. We just need to get those little pieces together,
Yeah,
Those little
they
bits,
look good, man. They
Yeah.
look good. I can see their back. The intensity of how they're fast they're playing. It was good to see yesterday.
If you're the players on the team, at least when you were playing, did you pay attention to the criticism the fan base gave like through the week, or is that something you kind of just
Yeah.
like?
No. If a player says they don't listen to it, unless they don't have social media, they're lying. Like you hear it,
Mhm.
like you hear it, you see it. Yeah, and it frustrates you. When it frustrates you. What I learned is when it's true, because then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
do these guys think we're not trying? Do they think we're not trying, or they don't know that? They don't know that we done like 2 double sessions this week. You find reasons like that you want to explain, but I used it as fuel. I didn't take it personal. Like I'm an Arsenal fan. The things I've said, the things I've thought about Arsenal,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. Like, I'm harsh also, so I get it. And I think for me, I think if you're a player and you hear those things, it's like, first of all, listen to the comment. Are they right? If they're right, like, try harder. If I was a fan, I mean, if I was a player yesterday and I saw we can't be missing them chances and I'm the attacker, guess what? When I go to training, I'm locking in finishing. Or the next game, I'm trying to bury the first one. And then you'll see my celebration. I'll be like, what now? Like, talk now. Do you know what I mean? They definitely see it, but I wouldn't take it personally if I was a player. You gotta use those things as fuel, especially if it's true.
What would you say right now? Say you're the coach, you're an assistant coach, you're a captain, whatever. You're in that locker room. This team is in a bad stretch of games right now. What are you saying? What are you wanting to hear as a player from the leadership of the team?
I'd want to hear that we're close. I remember at halftime yesterday, and I was talking to Miguel Gallardo in studio and Kevin Egan, and I was saying I don't even know what Laurent Courtois would say at halftime. He couldn't really say anything too negative. Even if you think about the 2 goals that Club America scored, they're worldy goals. They're amazing. They've just, like, the quality just came through at that time. 2 brilliant finishes. And I'm like, what does he say to them? And I'll be like, you know what? Go out and get the first goal. But in terms of the rest of the season, guys, it's only going to hurt you if you're putting out these good performances and you're not capitalizing on them. You have to go and take your chances. It's all good and well that we play good. It looks good. Let's keep doing that. But now go and get your reward. Someone man up. Someone be the guy that says, you know what? I'm going to get this team 3 points, and go and put the ball in the back of the net. Because if they done that yesterday, we would definitely be saying Columbus Crew are back.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of the same. Let's just be clinical. Don't leave ourselves vulnerable at the back, and let's take our chances.
That's good.
And it's good to even note that, because we just played against Nashville, the best
Same
side
thing.
in MLS. And, the goals from that were unfortunate, but I mean, it's good that we can still, to a certain degree, go toe to toe with. I mean, you got Nashville, you got Club America. Everybody knows Club America. So
No.
Maybe I should just stop talking. The lights are not a fan of me.
His lights hurt Nashville. Like, nope, we're done.
There's something in this room. There's an evil spirit that don't like Jay's question. No, but you're right, Jay. You're right. You're playing against top teams, and you don't look like you're out of place. Sean Zawadzki said it in his interview. He just said, "Man, we need to have a killer instincts. That's not just in front of goal. That's defending." All the best teams have like a pride. I hate to keep talking about Arsenal. Arsenal got a lot of stick for the way they played, and they don't play as attractive and free as the Crew do. But one thing you're going to see with Arsenal is, like, there's a killer instinct defensively. One tackle, Gabriel will make a tackle, they get up there high-fiving over tackles, or a header away in a set piece. And then in the final third, when they get up there, they take advantage of everything, set pieces, they're finishing. And I think once you get that killer instincts on both sides of the pitch, the football's already taking care of itself. The philosophy's there. You have a foundation of how to play. The Crew will be okay.
Yeah. It's like you have to treat every single game like it's a final, pretty much,
Yep.
Get hyped for every single thing that happens. Get excited,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
All right. I wanted to end this here. Give you just a couple quick fire questions. Just answer off the cuff what you got.
I'll try. I'm so bad at quick fire. Yeah, let's do it, but I'm so bad. Quick fire will come and I'll start breaking down everything. So try and hold me accountable.
If you want to do that, you can. It's up to you. It's your time.
Let's go.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be doing? Like, if you never got into the sport?
I'll try and be in music somehow.
Oh, yeah? Big music guy?
Yeah.
What movie could you watch 100 times and never get bored of it?
That's tough. I got a few. Hook, Home Alone.
Oh, Hook.
Casino. There's one more I'm probably forgetting. And Friday.
Friday's good.
A good one.
That's
a good one.
Keep going, man.
One thing about the Crew when you were here that people outside of Columbus would have been surprised to hear about.
One, the people are amazing in Columbus. But I'll go to the football side of things. The locker room, and I've been in some amazing locker rooms, was undefeated. The human beings in that place it was top tier. There's times as a footballer you want to get out of the training ground, you just want to leave. You want to go home. This place, I could stay there all day. It was amazing, man. Like
That's
Columbus,
good. I hear a lot.
Columbus
Oh, go
as a
ahead.
whole is amazing place. Amazing people, working class people.
Mm-hmm.
You see anyone, you can have a talk with them. It was amazing. Great place.
I agree. Who do you think the greatest player of all time is?
What in life,
In football.
like or
In
Columbus.
life, ever.
In life, ever.
Man. Come on, there's too
It can
many
even be
errors.
yourself. I'm just curious.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna say? Okay, so I'm gonna be real. He's not the greatest player of all time, but he's mine. He was my favorite to watch. Anytime he played, I had to tune in. It's Zinedine Zidane.
Oh,
That's
Zidane. That's a
completely
good
valid.
answer.
That's a
Don't
really
hear that a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something players care about that fans would be surprised to hear.
What the fans think.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Funniest teammate you've ever had.
Funniest?
Yeah.
That's tough, man. There's a couple. I have to go back to England. There was a older guy when I played for Man City called Ben Thatcher. He was just.
Oh yeah,
he was
I know. I know about the
Yeah, Ben Thatcher. Why he was a lunatic, but he was just funny guy. Can't be around him and not laugh. Also, Connor Lade for New York Red Bull. That's my guy. Connor Lade's a funny dude.
Worst roommate you've ever had?
Worst roommate?
Yeah, like on the road. Like
you're a cold man. I haven't had any bad ones, but there was one time. There was one time when I was at City again in the academy. You stay in like a digs. You know, you go and stay with like a host family. I was from London, obviously, and I went up to Manchester. And we had some kid stay with us. I forget what country he was from. What a clown. This guy was a clown, bro. Didn't pick up after himself. Just rude. Whatever your name is, I wish I knew his name. I'll call him out now and say, hey, I hope you become a better person. He was the worst, man.
Hope you become a better person. Do better.
Forget his
last one. One move you'd make to improve the crew tomorrow.
Need one more player. Kind of think maybe just one more wide player, maybe. You know, one more really good wide player. Do you see Helinho for Toluca?
Yeah.
Go and get that guy.
Get him. Bring him here. Yeah.
Get him. You add him with like Bryce Mendes or someone. You know, then you're cooking with gas.
Awesome.
Okay.
Jay, do you have anything else before we close up?
All right. So I do have one final question, and we can feel free to keep this one short. Have you ever been to the Ohio Derby between FC Cincinnati and Columbus Crew?
Yeah.
Hell is real.
Hell is real.
I played in Hell is Real.
Well, that's fair. But I mean, from like a fan perspective.
No, I would love to, though. I would love to go. There's one time me and Artur, we were both injured. And it weren't a Hell is Real Derby, but we will watch a game with the fans at Mapfre. And it was amazing. I would love to go as I prefer away. So I'd love to go as an away fan with the Columbus Crew fans, and we go to like a Hell is Real Derby at, in Cincinnati. It'll be fire. It'll be fire.
It's not too far away.
Yeah, it'll be fire. I'll see if MLS will let me do that. That'll be some good content.
For sure.
Yeah.
Will we need weapons though? Will we need weapons when we're there for after? Are we gonna have to scrap?
We'll see. Yeah. I went to the first one, the first ever game in Cincinnati. When they were still in USL, and it was rough. Yeah.
All right. I'll bring my nunchucks then.
There you go. Yeah.
Cincinnati likes a good fight. Cincinnati does like a good fight, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right. BWP, thank you for joining us. This was really cool.
Guys, man, appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me say something to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. It's good content, man. Like you guys have a nice rapport. It's fun. Feels relaxed when you're here. You know, it doesn't feel like an interview. So keep it up, man. Don't change.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, all right. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. We will have another episode out on Monday after the New England game. If you're not following us on social media, follow us on social media. And of course, you can listen to us on National Soccer Network. You can listen to us on YouTube, wherever you guys listen to podcasts. And until then, go Crew, and we'll see you next time.
Go Crew.
Go Crew.